Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Xenonauts 2. As today, we're just 10 days out from month 9, which I have been told by multiple people is about the point where the endgame really kind of kicks in. Which feels crazy to me because we're only in episode 25, but I guess at the same time we are also technically past anything we played back in early access. And we are just like 3 weeks out from the alien satellite coming online, so yeah, I guess. That said, it doesn't really change our immediate plans. We're about a week out from our first Gemini, and just a few hours out from Gauss Weaponry, so we'll just keep pushing up the clock. No idea where we are as far as being ready for U001 goes, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Nice, and there is our final training center. Just enough to cover our current personnel. Gauss should pop any second now. There we go. Gauss Weaponry. Recent advances in electronics have made a new generation of firearms possible. These Gauss weapons fire caseless slugs at hypersonic speeds, inflicting devastating damage on anything they hit. Each of these guns is built around a pair of powerful superconducting electromagnets that run along the top and bottom of the barrel. Ammunition is generally fed in from the rear of the weapon, just above the alenium power cell situated in the stock. These rounds are solid pellets of hardened tungsten with a magnetic iron core. No propellant or cartridge case is required. They're held in suspension between the two electromagnetic rails and never come into direct contact with any part of the barrel. Pulling the trigger causes both electromagnets to pulse, accelerating the slug to hypersonic speed almost instantly. The resulting friction generates an enormous amount of heat, which is vented directly out of the open sides of the barrel, making correct finger placement extremely important when firing these weapons. Overall, Gauss weapons are a significant upgrade over our laser weapons. Although less effective at destroying armor, they have excellent penetration to inflict much heavier damage per hit. However, be aware that such advanced technology will require an unsurprisingly large investment of both alloys and alenium to construct. Right. Because they are in fact a full set of new weapons as opposed to simply an upgrade, like Plasma was. Which is unfortunate because we just don't have cash to spare right now. Though mechanically, I'm not actually sure how they stack up against lasers. 70-20 minus 4. (54-10 minus 15). Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a lot more raw damage and penetration. So even with the loss of the extra armor destruction, that is still a pretty solid increase in impact per shot. Though, of course, then you also have to factor the other things in as well, like the minor aim bonus that laser weapons offer, as well as the regenerating ammo, which honestly I think is the biggest advantage it has over anything else. Bit of a moot point right now regardless, but something we'll have to mull on. Also pulled the research project for heavy Gauss, which is much more straightforward. That's just a straight upgrade for our interceptors. But I think we'll lead with fusion explosives, and then heavy Gauss right after, since we do want those upgraded Gauss cannons. And I mean, really, anything we do is going to have to wait till day 240 regardless, because that's when we'll have actual cash. Unless, of course, we raid a UFO, or simply use our ops points to pull in more funding. But, you know, we should also, honestly, if we are heading into the endgame, it really does feel like it behooves us to finish filling out these various operative slots. With, I think, Europe and Soviet Union being the ones that we really should buckle down on. So, yeah, I guess we'll hold for that. Go for one of those elite ops, perhaps. The security one is the one I'm eyeing right now. Oh, snap, and we've got our next wave. Bomber plus escort. Shoot, we've still got the Gemini in the works. Hopefully this is enough. Oof, yes, just barely. Yeah, those interceptors are rough. This is actually a pretty rough time for us to be facing another wave when we're down an interceptor. Though we do have, right, yeah, we've still got the wing over at 404, who are weaker. But hopefully they can shoot something down. Unless that was it, I guess. And fusion explosives. My recent analysis has been most fruitful, Commander. I have successfully devised a miniaturized fusion charge that could substantially increase the power of our munitions. Our current Elenium explosives essentially function by dumping the energy held within their payload into the surrounding air. As even low-grade Elenium contains vast quantities of energy, the discharge generates a correspondingly large explosion. This crude approach leaves much room for improvement. It is notable, for instance, that the efficiency of these weapons pales in comparison to the hydrogen bombs that our species first developed over half a century ago. When pondering this, it rapidly became obvious that extraterrestrial technology would allow the development of an entirely new generation of clean nuclear weapons. If Elenium were used to ignite the fusion reaction in the hydrogen fuel pellet, the dirty uranium fission charge, which causes many problems, would no longer be required. These pure fusion explosives thus generate the same destructive power as traditional nuclear weapons, yet produce no radioactive fallout. They are easy to miniaturize and simple to scale. The charge in an infantry grenade is no different from the one in a heavy missile. It merely contains a smaller hydrogen fuel pellet. Upgrading our existing munitions to use these new fusion warheads is likely to be expensive and require significant amounts of Elenium, but should dramatically increase the damage these weapons will inflict upon our alien foes. I recommend we do so as soon as possible. Yeah, I'll add it to the pile. But it might be a while. Because we've got about 20 other things we also need to somehow afford. It's a process. So 300k for the grenade upgrades. 100 for the rockets. Okay, that's not bad. And then the big one. Oof, still got to do those engine upgrades too. Though honestly, at this point, it might be better. Well, no, the Phantoms are still pretty viable. So, 750 for that one. You know what? I think we're right around the corner from our next paycheck, but I think we can get one of the cheaper ones going. We just need to cull some of our lower-end gear. Yeah, that works. That gives us just enough to get the fusion grenade upgrade going. That upgrades our thrown and launch grenades plus the explosive charges. And for research, heavy Gauss. Since obviously we're still rocking those dual cannons as our preferred, so that's just a straight upgrade. Hey, speaking of which, Gemini 1 online. Let's give this thing a gander. Oh, yeah, look at that. Default loadout, dual cannon, plus dual fuel pod, which feels pretty unnecessary, especially considering the Phantoms would never keep up. Can we double up on plating? Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that works. Now we just need to wait till payday and we can get another one going. I mean, ultimately we need at least one for every airbase, preferably 2. I think long term we might retire the Angels and do 2 Gemini plus 1 Phantom at each base. Oh shoot, we're not actually going to be able to afford you, are we? So I guess we should probably go with you then, because yeah, we won't access reshuffles in 2 days. We would not have enough to actually purchase the Elite. So best to bank something before it reshuffles. Scion Corpse analysis complete. Now working on fusion grenades, which is a nice quick one. And paycheck right around the corner. At which point I might pause so I can consider where we're putting all that cash. Fusion grenades online, very nice. Oh, and we've got a new wave, including a new alien UFO, the Cruiser. All right, something we can actually raid. Also, Observer with a double interceptor escort. Oof, that's a rough one. Can we reasonably take this thing out with our outdated wing? That's a pretty big gamble, but let's give it a shot. Cruiser 2 coming in south of XCOM. We'll shoot that one down. Should be Abductor plus escort. Headed due east. Okay. And cruiser out. Yes, okay. So easy shoot down. In fact, we'll bounce right from this straight into that abductor. But we do need to watch the clock because we don't want to skip that. That is a target we can raid. No. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Without those engine upgrades, our obsolete ships just can't catch up. Which is fair, yeah. We'll have to make some room in the budget for those as well. Oh boy, okay, so full... Oh shoot, wait. We've got an interceptor wing hot on the heels of our obsolete interceptor squad. Oh my goodness, there is so much stuff going on right now. I mean, obviously, shoot down the retaliation. Abductor out, barely scratched. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to go after the other one, the one with the fighter escort, but that's fine. We'll catch up with it momentarily. 1 day left on this thing. Not really waiting on any projects, so I mean, there's no reason not to go for it now. Though I would like to clear all this up before we do. I'm just not sure that's practical. We've got at least 4 ships still active out here. And we've got those interceptors headed straight for us. Alright. Okay. Let's do this. We will deploy a team, and then we'll shoot our Gemini wing straight out into those interceptors. Swat them down before they become a problem. 1 sec, let me prep a team. And we are good to go. Team assembled, and given that we're going into an unknown here, up against Wraiths and Robots, as per the ship we shot down, I have pulled out all the stops. We're going in with nothing but A-listers, all loaded for bear, and with the psi dampeners swapped out, since obviously Wraiths and Robots are not in fact psychic. Figured we'd go ahead and try out the automeds, since we're going in light on medics. It's just a Martya. I don't expect much out of them, but you know, I figure they certainly can't hurt. That said, to those who are about to die, etc., etc. But, you know, maybe don't. Speaking of which, Gemini wing deployed. Knock these guys down. And right, let's see if Phantom Wing can handle this. Not super confident, but fingers crossed. Oh shoot, the alien interceptors are beelining straight for them. But they should get back to base in time to avoid it. Okay, nice, yes. They were in fact able to handle an abductor with basic escort. Well, I guess we'll find out how that turns out later. Though, I mean, honestly, they're probably fine. They should land safely, and then the interceptors will either continue fleeing the Gemini or turn to face them, and then hopefully die. That did get pretty hectic, though. A lot of stuff going on all at once. Definitely not my forte. And here we go. What have we got? Okay, landed center rear of the map. 3 targets immediately in sight. Though none directly facing them except for the guy perhaps off right. So if we take him out, then we've got pretty clean shots on the other 2. Assuming there aren't others on our flanks, which is not a safe bet. But let's take you out. Nice tag, target cloaked. Now, decloak. Either arrow or burp. Or we could shotgun rush, but no, that doesn't seem safe. Mark, what are your odds? Probably not great at this range, but possibly worth a shot. Okay, well, I mean, you didn't land the hit, but you did suppress. That does open up some new options. Obviously, I would have preferred a clean kill, but we can now at least do this. Hopefully enough to clear number 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Apparently not. But I mean, that's got to have put him within capture range, right? Though that's a pretty risky bet to take. Clear? Oh yeah, okay, he would have definitely survived a stun bomb. But he didn't survive that. Number 2, out. Number 1, suppressed. Number 3, oblivious. Oh, that's not what I was going for, but yeah, fine. We actually can work with that. Trip on the move. Go ahead and finish this guy off. Or at the very least, clear that cover. Nice. And check your 6. Looks good. Bloody, could you please check the building off left? Carefully. Okay, looking pretty good. Hold here. Served. Could you please just take out that entire upper floor? Nice. Yes, the initial explosion triggered his cloak, but then the fall damage dropped it. Cover. And lock him down. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, did way less damage than I kind of expected it to. Barely even scratched our armor. There we go. Raid 3. Capped. Probably could have gone a whole lot smoother, but we'll take it. Finish clearing left? I mean, I feel like we're pretty clear here, but just in case. Oh. Okay, well, now I'm very glad we checked. Hi. Could we get some support, please? Go ahead and knock out cover. Nice tag. Can anyone else pitch in? Mark? There's your arm, bud. Okay, yeah, that works. Nice, target locked. And let's get a peek off right. Side's looking pretty clear. Okay. How about up top? Gotta remember we have those new jetpacks. Looking pretty clear. Hold here. Roman, could you please smoke this guy off? Bloody's got a full shield, but no reason to burn it until we have to. Nice. Amartya. Patch. Served. I mean, he's not that bad off, but might as well. And tuck in. Random. Clear left. Looks good. Might as well peek off right as well. Wow, okay. Hold here. And arrow. Why don't you move up to support random? Yeah, we'll tuck in right up against the wall, push through next round. Hold. One back right. Still got this one to deal with too. Where'd you go? There you are. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd think you were trying to avoid me. How strange, you seem so excited about interacting with humans. I can't imagine why that changed. Well, no worries. I know at least a few humans who'd love to interact with you. Flanks clear. Let's keep pushing forward. How are we looking out front? Pretty clear. How about over here? We know we've got at least one. Back right somewhere. And how about over here? Martya, could you possibly get a peek? There's our ship. Oh, and we've got a sieve. Well beyond reasonable rescue range, but I suppose that keeps the alien distracted at least. Thank goodness those don't count against us. Back room clear. Nice partition wall. Gives us a pretty safe approach. We'll start assembling behind that wall, get the snipers up top, just kind of camp out. While our assaults clear the back right. Yeah. Rooftop here should make a decent perch. Pushing up on right. Let's get eyes on. Rooftop clear. Approach, honestly looking pretty clear. Shockingly few enemies this time out. Really would have expected more from an advanced new ship. We haven't even encountered any robots. And there goes the sieve. Okay, but we do have a robot out there. That sounded like a servitor. Roman moving up. We'll have him set up over here with Mark. Get them both up top, trained on the door. Should have pretty clear line of sight from there. Bloody Doves pushing up, check side. Hold here, just keep eyes on. Clear building. Okay. Building clear. Hold here. Let's give Trip a chance to catch up. Yeah. Better safe than sorry. Because we might have two over there. Initially, I thought it was just the one, but the servitor noises have me second-guessing that. We'll get Clone over there, too. Shame you can't just hover. Would be nice to have a persistent eye in the sky. Served on Overwatch. Amartya as well. Though we do need to start thinking about upgrading those guns. The magnetics probably aren't really going to cut it these days. Though we did get plenty of mileage. Ooh. Okay. So there is an enemy escalation. Numbers may be smaller than I was expecting, but they're also more dangerous. Also, that sound was different than the one we heard before. So what we heard before must have been the ship's Mentark. So that's active as well. Though definitely not back right, so we might just have the one. Slight reposition on served. Though really, there's no ideal spot for him to set. Like here, I guess? That is, I think, slightly better. Honestly, I think the snipers are going to be doing the heavy lifting on Overwatch here. Bloody moving up. Okay, clear. I mean, I figured it was, but nice to be sure. Hold. Right. Let's get eyes on. There we go. Wow, you really went to town on these poor civs. But you're done, son. Strip cloak. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Nice. All right, let's finish this guy off. Unfortunately, just outside Trip's range, but we can still lock him down. Oh, I've really got to get a handle on our new grenade loadouts. But, you know, target neutralized. Which I think just leaves this, so let's start our approach. Albeit slowly, it'll take a couple of rounds for Trip and Random to catch up. Arrow too, though. We're going to take it pretty light with him since he's already been tagged. Hold. Oh, wait, no, actually, wait. Clone. Why don't you push up? You'll rendezvous with the assaults and then escort them in. Nice. Servitor is still floating around in front. Come on, guys. Let's get this done. How many levels is the cruiser? Oh, wow. Only 2. Okay. Huh. Really didn't expect the ships to start getting smaller. But I guess I'm not complaining. Let's set some electroshocks up close. Hopefully they can take down the heavy servitor if it pokes back out. We already tagged it once. Nothing. Okay, move up. We'll, shoot, I really don't want to breach until we've dealt with at least one of the 2 active targets we've seen out front. But we will position for breach. Oh, weird. Yeah, just a quirk of the curved exterior surface, I suppose. Bring up all our overwatchers too, just be sure to leave points banked. Hold. There you are. Nice. Servitor out. Also bonus ding on the Wraith. Let's go ahead and clear that guy. Breach. Hi there. Oh, also bonus Mentark. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, that's... Huh, actually, his shield ate the entire shot? Okay. Wraith out. Let's go ahead and drop the Mentark. Cover. Though we've got doors on both other walls, I think. Push. Hey, there we go. Dead, but that's fine. We can still sell the corpse. Sadly, although we are starting to see the heavy variants on various enemies, there's no actual new research as far as I'm aware. Which is a bit odd, because some of them definitely do have, I think, interrogation art, like the Civilian Brutes or the Reaper Alphas. Honestly, not even sure if those made it in. I've heard conflicting reports. But maybe that's stuff that's slated for the DLC, since I do now hear that there's an expansion in the works. Okay, we're hearing folks teleport around. It's only a 2-level ship, so... Oh. Ah, Wraith non-com. Armor ate the entire shot, so we're good. Trip, can I get you up here real quick? Lovely. And cover. Let's get a gander at the rest of these rooms. Oh, up. Hello. Lock him down. Oh, you. Okay, second target pinged. Noted. Don't tempt fate. Hang tight. Well... Oh, gosh darn it. Really? Alright. Alright. Okay. Target locked. Pug cover. We'll get someone else in there. 3 active targets, 2 locked. I'd like to lock the third, but this just got pretty messy. Don't want to tempt fate with burp. So let's do this. There we go. There we go. Quick tap from burp. Fall back. Let's see if we can drop this one. Served. Nice. Target out. Lay down smoke. Block line of sight. Same off left. We'll mop him up next round. Oh, random. You still have pretty much all your AP. Okay, let's, I mean, you could. Yeah, that's fine. Fall back, fall back. That's a good start. I mean, really, my big concern here is that we might still have active threats in the engine room or just up top on these elevators. We did pretty good. Breach was fairly solid. Aside, I suppose, from losing that shield. And immediate vindication. We did indeed have another in back. Plus another servitor somewhere. Let's rouse the wraiths. Target pinged. Push. Yeah, that's a full-on elite too. That could have gone bad quick. Point blank. Nice. Cover. Let's get eyes on. Oh, right. Sorry, thought you could. For some reason, I was thinking you could punch through there. Yeah, fair, I guess. Just hang tight. Watch the porter. There we go. Oh, wow. We've got another. Oh, that's our non-com. Right. I guess he fell back. Fair enough. We'll go in through here. Lock him down. Lovely. And now the other. Oh, nice. Yeah, I wasn't going to risk going for a cat, but worked out. Position on the pad. Still have that servitor in the mix, which we have heard but not seen. Hold. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. We can live with that. Get out of here. Careful. Okay. Wow, that guy came in hot. In retrospect, I guess I really should have seen that coming because, yeah, teleporting does not trigger reflex attacks. That is something we often take advantage of ourselves. let's go ahead and block these off whilst we regroup. And hold. Let's do this. 3 doors. Check sides first. Oh, okay. So it all wraps into a single room. Gotcha, gotcha. Hello. Target's locked. And, hang back. Check left. Ah, okay. One more. Gotcha, gotcha. Lock him down. Honestly, we might be able to wrap this up this round. Nice. And we're good. Fantastic. Nicely done, Raiders. Wow, that actually, well, no, I mean, I was about to say it went pretty smoothly, but we actually had some moderately close calls in there. That early grenade, the Mentark punching out our shield, the heavy servitor getting the jump on us from the telepad. Could have gone a whole lot worse, but I mean, thank goodness it didn't. With Random being the first to claim a Medal of Distinguished Service. Congratulations, buddy. Though precious few others, wow. Though we did still get some gains. Plus a few promotions. And some new tech. Alien fusion weapons, fusion grenades, and anti-grav emitters. Which, unless I'm mistaken, should unlock Tier 3 dropships. Oh, right. Also, I did forget that we were in the middle of some interception. Plus, we've still got this guy. Double interceptor. No way the Phantom Wing can take that. Go ahead and knock these guys out. Get them off the board. Nice. Now the cruiser should be an easy shoot down. Definitely don't want to miss them. That's our UFO crash site for next time. New research banked. Anti-gravity emitter, yes, dropships and combat vehicles. So that is our tier 3 dropships. And the hover engine for our Mars. Yes, I do remember those from early access. Also fusion weapons, which is right on top of the Gauss. Feels pretty quick. And UFO Cruiser. The Cruiser is a large UFO that measures nearly 70 meters in length. Despite having a larger footprint than the Abductor, it is a more compact design that actually offers less internal space for carrying crew and cargo. One suspects this is because the Cruiser is intended to serve purely as a warship. An overcharged variant of the alien bomber's formidable main cannon forms the primary armament, and is concealed behind an armored hatch situated above the frontal airlock. The secondary weapon is an energy lance with a much wider firing arc and a higher rate of fire. Although it has a shorter range than the main cannon, it remains a powerful weapon in its own right, and our pilots would be well advised to avoid it. A thick layer of armor plate surrounds the hull. This is similar in composition to the plating on the Abductor, but almost 1/3 thicker, making the Cruiser extraordinarily heavy for its size. Despite this, it has somehow been observed traveling at well over 3 times the speed of sound. Battlefield reports suggest the ship is crewed by elite extraterrestrial forces. Many appear to be equipped with deadly fusion weapons, so I recommend your soldiers exercise significant caution when attempting to capture one of these vessels. I don't know, Doc, it actually felt pretty manageable. The smaller crew definitely made it easier than most, even if they were technically more elite. That said, I do feel like this is a pretty good place to call it. Since obviously we don't have time to raid an entire second cruiser today. Would be nice if we could clear these last few ships. But, well, maybe the cruiser. Right, we still have to shoot that thing down. There we go. Target out. Come on back. Crash site now on the map, so I can prep to raid between episodes. Though we do still have that other ship with the double interceptor escort, which we will hold off on for now. Observer +2 interceptors, yeah. We are going to take it out, but we'll have to wait to let Gemini Wing repair a bit first. So we'll save that for next time. But then that should hopefully be it for this wave, and we've also got our payday. 1 day out. Oh, how much did we actually get from that cruiser? Wow, okay. I mean, that right there is almost enough for a Gemini by itself. Not quite. Sadly, we don't, I think, have enough other stuff to sell to bridge the gap. But, my goodness, that is way more than I really expected. That said, yes, this feels like a pretty good place to pause. I'll figure out what we're doing with these new funds. Honestly, probably just sitting on them until the new... Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll go get a slight head start on filling out Phoenix Point. Since obviously it's not enough for a Gemini just yet, that'll have to wait till payday. And then that clearly takes precedence over all the various other projects that we also want to bank. The assorted gear upgrades. Would be nice to get some Gauss weapons in the mix, though. Though now I'm wondering if it's actually worth rushing those, considering we've also got fusion weapons right around the corner. So, yeah, we'll probably hold off on Gauss until I can do a side-by-side. But yes, we'll hit the pause button for now. I will take stock of the various things that need to be done. Prioritize where this cash is going, likely into base facilities. And we will pick up here next time. As we enter that final sprint, the final prep time before U001 is officially online, and the endgame is potentially upon us. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Erie V23, Revenant, Alois, Arrow Bowman, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Lady Shayna, Mark Giemza, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Rowan Church, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.